We're going to find out who won the week coming up next. So by the time we get out of this, it'll be 6, 46, 46, 48, 42, 46, 46.
Was this Mike vaccinated?
Yeah, we put a cover on it. We good. 46,
no, I'm just joking.
42. You know,
that
they
plastic, it's saving us right there. It's all good.
Ain't nothing saving us. This shit's old.
Let me just check on one more thing and then we get started.
Mm-hmm. All right. Joke, no joke up here with my man Headkrack. You know what it is.
I do because when it's time for him to do his freestyle, I'm gonna fire it off. But
I'll just listen.
Okay, cool. And you can reach out
and then yeah.
J Rock win. J Rock win instrumental.
No, just leave it on the hotkeys. I'll fire from the hotkeys.
All right, cool. Cool. Put that right there. You're on mic 4. Cool, right here. All right, cool. Let me know when you're good, Justin.
I'm not in the way, am I, Justin? Can you see me?
No, you're good. Now I can. All right. Crack, we focus. Over here. We rolling on 1. We rolling on 2. There you go.
Good.
We rolling.
All right, cool. All right, yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Morning Hustles. The dude who's never afraid to speak his truth, man. He be going in on all the platforms, man, dropping documentaries, man. And out of nowhere, he just dropped a brand new project called Learn from Mistakes. On time for Choke, No Joke. Choke, No Joke. What up, my G?
You know what it is. Ain't nothing, I'm chilling, man. BX all day, you know.
Every day, all day. Now, first and foremost, man, you have amassed quite a rabid fan base on social media, man.
Right.
And just to watch it kind of grow from, like, you know, just you posting Instagram videos to you now going up on YouTube as frequently as you do. With a lot of people who, like, not only support you by, like, showing up, but also paying for the information and paying for the commentary as well, man.
Yeah, I mean, I got a Patreon channel. You know, and that's more for, because there's a lot of people out here that like to support you. I'm not going to say like to support you. They support you because they like what you do and they respect what you do. And they know, like a lot of us, we independently do this. And they want us to be able to keep going. So you get people to donate, or, you know, I built the Patreon for that purpose, for those that want to continue to support me, but I'm giving them something opposed to just straight donations. That's why I got merchandise and things like that, because people want to support you and you just don't want to always just take donations. You want to give them something for, you know, what they supporting you for.
Well, you know, one of the things that you have been giving people is not only amazing stories, you know, whether you talk about through the, you know, the Tunnel series that you was doing, you know, like, you know, on a DVD, you can still pick those up right now. A lot of game to be given.
On ChokeNoJokeProductions.com, you can get all those, even the Hip Hop Nucleus, the documentary.
But even like the nuggets of information you drop about like things within the industry that the avid person may not be keen to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you follow Choke No Joke, a lot of Jay-Z conversation, you know, and this has been like an ongoing thing. And I know like you've been following everything that's been going on with the whole like Reasonable Doubt NFT thing with him and Dame Dash. And this stuff played out the exact same way you said it was going to play out.
That's because these people, like, a lot more people idolize Jay as this, opposed to just looking at him as a regular man. So, the way Jay-Z moves, the way he moves, the way his wife moves, like, you never seen him pick his nose.
True.
You never heard him fart in a room. you know what I'm saying? So people think he's just this perfect person. You know what I'm saying? And Dame was more transparent. So people, you know, Jay's famous line in one of his songs is, you know, you don't argue with a fool because from a distance you don't know who's who, right? So Dame may look like a fool to people because of him wearing his emotion on his sleeve.
Right.
But he was a smarter businessman. But as far as taking a legacy to where it is today. You know what I'm saying? Dame's still a part of that legacy, even though Jay be trying to erase him from history.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this NFT thing is another example of that. You know, like, how do you stop a guy from making a sale for something that y'all both own and from creativity?
That's a tough thing to navigate, because even when you talk about, like, I know that, like, Jay was suing the photographer who did the pictures for Reasonable
That's
Doubt. And I know a lot of
connected.
times,
That's connected to the Dame selling the NFT. If Dame could sell the NFT, he could sell the photo.
right. So they did it. Both of them got deaded in court, apparently.
So it won't be a sale of Reasonable Doubt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But when we was at Rockefeller and Rockefeller was splitting, right? Well, it wasn't even splitting. Jay lied to Damon Biggs and said that, yo, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not rapping no more. Let's sell our they did a deal with Def Jam. First it was 25%, and then they still own 75. Then they sold off another 25. Then that's when they was 50-50 partners. Because remember when Dame said to Kevin Lyles, oh, y'all just a quarter water? Because at that point, Rockefeller owned 75%, Def Jam only owned 25% of it, you know, just so you could do the distribution. So when you do the math, as it went on the years, another 25%, another 25%. So now they only own 25%, Def Jam has 75. Jay-Z tells Dame and Biggs, yo, I don't want to do this no more.
And this is around the time, like, Blackout.
This
right?
is 2004,
Okay.
2005, yeah. So Jay tells them that, and they believe him. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm telling Damon, no, he's lying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's over here trying to start Carter Faculty Records. Remember that? It boomed because he's not Dame.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? He's not the CEO he's not the label owner type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Dame holds that. You know what I'm saying? Even Irv was better at it than him. You know what I'm saying? It's just Jay has the name. So Jay tells them, yo, I don't want to do this no more. But what it really is I don't want to split the money 3 ways no more. So he gives Dame the ultimatum. Let's cut Biggs off.
So Biggs is no longer involved in that.
No. That's what Jay wanted.
Okay.
Dame was like, I don't want to do that. That's foul. You know. All right, well, yo, I don't want to do this no more. Let's sell the company. Let's sell the last 25%, which was for, I think, about $10 million, right? So they sell it, and Dame and them really believing that this dude is going to retire. He's never coming back. That was Jay with the technology. Got them to sign off. They signed off. Def Jam, Leo, and them gave him the label right back.
Mm-hmm.
And all his masters.
So then you get a American Gangsta after that.
But remember, the deal with Def Jam started with Volume 1. Dame and Big still own Reasonable Doubt.
Because that came out on priority.
And they still owned it. So when Jay screwed them and tricked them out of that he wasn't going to do it no more, he gave them an ultimatum. He said, yo, I'll let y'all have Rockefeller, and y'all can have everybody, all the arts, everything. I just want Reasonable Doubt. Dame said, bet. I don't care. Big said, no, F him. Who is he to give us an ultimatum? No, forget that. And that's how they still maintain the whole Reasonable Doubt up to this day. So Jay's like, oh, all right, y'all don't want to do it? All right, cool. I wash my hands with y'all. Boom. They get out. Now Dame is stuck because he can't get another distribution deal. They both gave him Dame Dash Music Group. Now the Jay-Z with the blackball. Boom, you're never going to put out music again.
Now, how aggressive is the blackball within the industry? Because, you know, you've spoken about it happening to a few artists. And,
Right.
like, at first I was like, this seems like very outrageous claims. Like, there was a story you told about Nicki Minaj. And then when I looked a little bit deeper, I'm like, well, damn, this does all line up. This makes sense.
Put it this way. Was Dame and Dash successful CEO?
I would say yes.
From his conception of Rockefeller, correct?
I would say yes. But the only thing I could possibly say on that is, like, sometimes when, you know, in the business, when you have confident black males within the business, sometimes people are threatened by that, and they will do everything they can to mute and stifle that. So I felt like, you know, a lot of the the oppression that I saw, or the resistance and pushback I saw going towards Dame, was just from people who felt threatened by his know-how, business acumen, and confidence.
Right, and you know, in this game, if you got confidence and they can't control you, that's a problem. But my question was Dame a successful CEO?
He was.
Okay, now, why do you think that he wasn't able to do it again?
From what I just said, I just felt like there was a lot of people who felt threatened by his ability and just did everything they could to box him out. But a narrative is that Jay-Z also is, making some calls.
Leo Cohen told me personally to my face on 23rd Street and 5th Avenue. We both walked out the 4040 Club. I can't remember for what event. We walked in. As soon as we got on the corner, I tapped him. I said, "Yo, Leo, you know who I am?" And he looked at me. I said, "I'm Choke No Joke. I'm the one that shot the conference room when Dame blacked out that day for the marketing meeting." And he said to me, "Yeah, you know what? I shut that mother effer down." And I looked at him. He said, "Yeah, and I shut that mother effer down." He said it.
I believe it.
Look, the only person I'm gonna lie to, and I heard y'all talking him on the show earlier about lying, is a goddamn judge and the police. All right? He told me that to my face.
Mm-hmm.
And I had no doubt but to believe him because what happened to Dame Dash.
Right.
I've seen Clive Davis. They tell him he's too old, and they wanted L.A. Reid and Babyface to take over Arista for him, but they had to sell their masters to do it. BS, but that's how L.A. Reid and Babyface lost their masters, and they tell us Clive Davis is too old to run Arista, and they get these brothers to go over there, and then when they get over there, they give Clive Davis J Music, J Records. Right? Dame Dash.
Consolation prize.
Dame Dash, and then Clive Davis does it all over again. He signs Alicia Keys, Olivia, he does it all over again. Dame Dash is very successful with Jay-Z, Beanie Siegel, State Property, Cameron, Dipset. I could go on.
Even the earlier
Freeway,
Rockefeller Films, Streets is Watching.
Streets is Watching. All like films, albums, compilations, proven success.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is give him the talent, give him the budget, and let him go. Right?
Mm-hmm.
If you can move Clive Davis to J Records, you telling me Dame couldn't have went and ran Interscope or Epic or any of these? Yeah, he could have. But why didn't he? Because they put their foot on his neck, which y'all call the blacklist.
Yeah, now it's real out here. Well, enough about other people. Let's talk about you. You came through with the solid piece of the most New York music that one could drop, and I say that in the best way possible, because a lot of times you hear people like, from New York sounding like they're from London, or you know what I'm saying, or like the Sonics don't match. But like, so learn from mistakes is an unapologetic, tip of the hat to New York City, and the production is pretty solid as well, man. DJ SNS. I heard him on there on a couple tracks.
Yeah, first time fella, and he produced that joint.
Yo, and even the story joints, man, like straight out the gate, damn the Acura, man, I'm a sucker for storyteller, man. So what made you decide to work on music? Because I heard you dabbling, on your social media, doing rhymes here and there.
Right.
But then you tucked your head down and came out with a whole project.
Well, what really happened was I came in the music business. I came in the entertainment business as a rapper.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's where the name Choke No Joke came from. That was my rap name. But when I got in and I was doing the demos and, yo, what's your gimmick? And everybody had something. And I couldn't come up with nothing. And it got irritated with me because I'm just a dude from the project. I'm not like DOS Effects from the sewer. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't come up with nothing,
right.
But just trying to be me, So that just steered me into modeling, acting, and then I got into the camera stuff. But the whole time, I was still recording and writing. You know what I'm saying? And just, mastering my craft. But when I was at Rockefeller, I battled Kanye West, right?
Word.
Yeah, and I beat Kanye because I think we was about going into the third round. First 2 rounds, I wasn't really taking it serious because I'm filming and this, that, and the other. So when the crowd started, I think either Dame grabbed the camera from me because this is all on tape too, or my barber Rich, or me and Dame barber Rich from the Bronx. He grabbed the camera. One of them started filming us, and I got serious, and I started cooking Kanye, and everybody started laughing with the first 8 bars that I said. Big Face Gary grabs Kanye and drags him out of the battle in Quad Studio. We in the studio area in Quad, and he drags him out. And I'm like, nah, you can't do that, you can't do that. So after the battle, Dame comes over to me, he's like, yo, you want to rap? And I'm like, is this a trick question? In my head, because I don't know Dame yet.
Right.
And then I'm thinking, he thinking that I'm trying to Trojan horse my way in the Rockefeller with the camera things, so really wanted to be a
Yeah, that was the real
artist.
ambition.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah. He said, you sure? And I was like, nah, I'm going to do this camera thing. He said, you sure? And I was like, yeah. And I think that was my opportunity. I could have got signed to Rock.
So if you could do it again, if you could relive that day, and when Dame asked you that question, would you have said the exact same thing?
For the life that I lived with the camera, no. But that's what brought me here today, because I keep seeing Kanye's career, and in the back of my mind, I say, lyrically, I know I'm better than him. I need to go ahead and put out some music and prove to myself that I can do this. And I went and did it. And the other challenge to me was Drake had put out his last EP, right?
Scary Hours, yeah.
Scary Hours. I said, this is a poor effort from Drake. It was like maybe 1 or 2 joints. I said, Drake.
You could tell it was his free throws. That wasn't like he wasn't trying to hit it out the park really with that one.
Exactly. And I said, Drake, this was, nigga, you throwing air balls, brother. So I'm going to put out a project, and it's going to be better than your EP. And I said, I ain't got no money to bet you, but I bet you 500 push-ups that learn from mistakes is better than Scary Hours.
Yo, one thing I love is, like I said, the stories on here. First time felon. You walk us through, like that whole situation with you being locked up and like, getting out, and how like, your whole existence is, a cautionary tale to the youth. Like,
Yeah, all that is true story.
That so you wouldn't have to go do that, right? That kind of vibe, right?
Yeah. All that, everything is real.
What got you locked up?
Cocaine, crack, and guns.
Like the sale and distribution of?
No, we was actually, we had just read up, and we was cooking up and bagging up, and one of my mans shot the gun off in the house by accident, playing with it, and I came right after the gunshot, and I'm like, yo, they like, yo, this dude just shot the gun off, and I'm like, so what are y'all still doing here? And it's like, oh, it wasn't loud. Oh, Choke, you always paranoid. Paranoid, you shot a gun off in a private house. Like, y'all should not be here.
Damn.
Goddamn police. And we had like about a half a brick. Like half of it was already cooked. We trying to flush that down the toilet. You know what I'm saying? And the other is still there. And it's about a bunch of police trying to break in. And we all on the door, holding the door. Like on the other side, trying to flush as much, and then it's like 8 guns in the house. There's no flushing the guns. It was like, yo, just open the door, let them in, man. We caught it.
So what year is this?
91.
91. Okay, so this is before you was like, running around with Rockefeller, before the...
No, this is, I'm in the streets.
Okay.
I didn't get into the industry till later. After I got out of, when I did that bid, I said, this is when I heard Lord Finesse album, Funky Technician, when I was locked up. And that's when I said, I'm going to be a rapper. Lord Finesse inspired me to, like, I was snap rapping and, more like you do, freestyle rapping, and, hustling to pass time, in the projects. But with my man Bo P, rest in peace. But when I got locked up and I heard how Lord Finesse was putting words together, he's the reason why I'm so lyrical. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like he set a bar for me. That if he's going to inspire me, I got to be better than him, or just as good as him, and that's where you get
Supremely
that.
underrated Lord Finesse is too. Like,
I'm
you know,
telling
you
you.
see his DNA in cats like Big L, God bless the dead. You know what I mean? And like, you know, so many other lyricists. But like Lord Finesse is a name I don't see pop up enough from a production standpoint as well as lyrically. So you know,
Yo, Lord Finesse gave me my first beats when I came home from jail. I wound up meeting him
where
in the Bronx. I was driving for National car service, and I had picked up Easy LP one day, and then we got cool. And then he introduced me to Finesse. And I was telling him I was writing. I spit some stuff on him. He gave me a whole tape of beats, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had these beats for a while. I wrote a bunch of songs to him, right? One day I see Finesse. I was like, yo, them beats you gave me is fire. He's like, what beats? He's like, yo, Choke, I need to hear those. I give him the beats. I meet up with him. I let him hear the beats. Him and LP in the crowd like, boom, boom, boom. He like, yo, Choke, don't worry, I'm going to give you some more. Next thing I know, Ready to Die come out, and I don't get no more beats.
Oh,
Finesse.
man. You know. But, you know, ain't no mistakes here. I think, you know, showing up in 2021 with a solid EP, more than makes up for it. You even got something for the ladies. Shout out to that joint, Hey, What's Up?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
thanks.
saying? Yo,
Yeah.
it put me in a very 106 in Park kind of vibe. It reminds you of the good times when people were still like having fun going up, like, you know, a classic New York party record.
Right.
So the EP is out right now, easily digestible, 30 minutes.
Right.
Do you already have like the next batch?
Yes, the
Second
next
album?
album's called Out the Game. It's a trilogy actually. This one, it goes from learn from mistakes, all the stuff that you know happened in the street, and then Out the Game is me exiting out the street, getting into the industry, and then the last album is called Life with Success.
That's what's up. Well, yo, check it out. The project is out right now. Learn from mistakes wherever you're stealing your music from. And, you know, no pressure, Choke, because a lot of people come in here and talk about, yo, I rap, but they don't want to rap live. If I gave you some headphones, fired up a beat, do you give us a little something?
What? Come on, man. You got to play Hey, What's Up for the ladies, too. I gave you the clean version. But, yeah, fire it up, man. I don't care what beat it is. Fire it up. I'm not no fake rapper. I'm not these dudes that go in the studio and do songs, and then you tell them to spit in person. They like, yo, I don't do that, or I get paid for that. Now, I'm nice.
Let's go then. So, all right, hold up. Let me take that out of program.
I'm gonna change this battery.
All right, cool. Let me get you a pair of headphones.
All right, cool.
Get the levels.